JP,
Yes, sir.
you're the driver. You're the professional driver. But more
Yes.
importantly, you are a physio.
That's correct.
Tell me what a physio is, what he does, and why you've decided to work with Dr. Ivan.
Yeah, sure. So here at the clinic, I help out with many different activities. One of them is being your local physiotherapist. The other one is your coordinator and your driver. So we're here for the full experience, and we want our patients to be felt like they're being well taken care of and individualized packages from the get-go. So that's when we start talking about stem cells once we pick you up from the airport or from your local hotel, and we accompany you throughout the whole process. So by the time you get here to the clinic, you feel like you're in great hands with the best information available for you. So any questions, concerns, I am here for you.
Fantastic. So you, we're here in Tijuana right now.
Correct.
You don't live in Tijuana.
No, I do.
You do live in Tijuana.
Correct.
But your language ability is much different than most people that live here in Tijuana.
Correct.
Why?
That's because I've been trained in the U.S. and in Mexico. So I have dual degrees coming from Mexico and Spain. I've studied in the States, so I have multiple educational backgrounds.
And you are a citizen in both countries,
Correct.
United States and Mexico.
Correct.
Talk to me just a little bit about crossing the border, going back into the United States.
Yes.
Now that Trump's in the presidency, what differences do you see going back in? Any issues, any negative issues, any positive results?
So it's really important to understand that all of our U.S. Patients, they are required over the age of 18 to carry their passport cards are preferred methods of showing citizenship when crossing the border. So the agents have been very clear about the situation. They prefer this. If you are traveling with a minor, one of the parents have to be present at all times.
Do they allow you at all to cross the border if you don't have a passport?
So if you're an American citizen, you are allowed to come across the border with your driver's license and with your birth certificate. So if you don't have your passport on you, maybe it's in the mail, you can always cross with those two forms of identification if you're an American citizen. Other than that, you are required to have your passport. For example, for our Canadian neighbors, they do need to have their passport when crossing.
Fantastic. So any advice that you have for people coming down, they have a wheelchair, can you accommodate them? Can they bring a friend to help them?
Yes, so with our patients, we usually allow them to have one guest accompanying them. So if you need assistance by their spouse, by your mother, father, or relative, we do allow that also. All of our transportation vehicles are accessible with a foldable wheelchair. Now, if you do not have that type of wheelchair, we can accommodate that to the best of our abilities. Other than that, we've never had an issue with any of our patients.
Okay. Last question. Oxygen.
Yes.
Somebody's on oxygen. They fly in. You pick them up. They need oxygen.
Correct.
What do you do?
Yes, so usually a lot of our patients that do need oxygen, they will travel with their oxygen tank, so that's no issue. We do have an oxygen machine here at the clinic, so wherever you are being transported, whether it be in the car, whether it be in the facility, or at the airport, there's always going to be oxygen available.
Great. Okay, I said that was the last question, but I've got one last
Go for
question
it.
after this. So, FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
In your spare time, in your fun time, tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I work with professional referees at the local level here within our confederation, which is CONCACAF, that is Central America, North America, and the Caribbean. So with these professional referees, I travel with them as a sports physiotherapy, and we do different types of therapies and get them game ready before and after matches.
So the bottom line is we're just pretty dang lucky to have you working with us in the concierge and getting folks back and forth. If they have questions, issues about anything related to physio, give me a little background on what you can do for them. And just, I mean, you're driving them. They're not paying for your advice, and yet they have access to somebody who's pretty specialized knowledge here.
Yeah, correct. We can always go over your current program. A lot of our patients already have their physical therapist at home, and the idea is to add upon your program, right? So we trust maybe your great physicians, great PTs back at home. So maybe if there's something that we can add on to make that better. We can discuss it, what stretching exercise, what strengthening exercise, what type of range of motion activities we can keep on doing to keep you as active and sticking towards your lifestyle and your goals as possible.
Thanks, JP.
You're very welcome.
Very much appreciate it.